Right? So welcome those of you that are joining us now. We're reading the Torah reading for next Shabbat, Deuteronomy 11:26 to 16:17. Today we're going to be reading Deuteronomy the end of 11 and chapter 12. Behold, I set before you today a blessing and a curse. A blessing if you hear the commandments of Yah your Elohim, which I command you today. And a curse if you will not hear the commandments of Yah your Elohim, but will turn aside out of the way of which I command you today, to go after other gods which you have not known. And it shall be when Yah your Elohim shall bring you into the land which you go to possess it, that you shall set the blessing on Mount Gerizim and the curse on Mount Ebal. Are they not beyond the Jordan, behind the way of the sunset, in the land of the Canaanites that live in Abba, opposite Gilgal, besides the oaks of Morah? For you are to cross over the Jordan to go to possess the land which Yah your Elohim is given to you, and you shall possess it and live in it, and take heed to do all the statutes and judgments which I am giving before you today. Now we're up to Deuteronomy chapter 12. These are the statutes and the judgments which you shall take heed to do in the land which Yah your Elohim of your fathers has given to you, to possess it, all the days that you live on the earth. You shall completely destroy all the places where the nations which you are disposing serve their gods, on the high mountains and on the high hills and under every leafy tree. And you shall break down their altars and shatter their standing pillars, and you shall burn their asherons with fire, and you shall cut down the carved images of their gods, and shall destroy their names out of that place. You shall not do so to Yah your Elohim, but you shall seek to the place which Yah your Elohim shall choose out of all your tribes, for you shall seek his dwelling, to put his name there, and you shall go there. And you shall bring your burnt offerings there, and your sacrifices, and your tithes, and the heave offering of your hand, and your vows, and your free will offerings, and the firstlings of your herd and of your flock. And you shall eat there before Yah your Elohim, and shall rejoice in all that you put your hand to, you and your household with which Yah your Elohim has blessed you. You shall not do according to all that we are doing here today, each doing all that is right in his own eyes. For you have not come to the rest and to the inheritance which Yah your Elohim has given to you. We're up to verse 10. And you shall cross over the Jordan, and shall live in the land which Yah your Elohim is causing you to inherit. And he shall give you rest from all your enemies around you, and you shall live securely. And it shall be the place which Yah your Elohim shall choose to cause his name to dwell there, where you shall bring all that I am commanding you, your burnt offerings, your sacrifice, your tithes, your heat offerings of your hand, and your choice free will offerings which you vow to Yah. And you shall rejoice before Yah your Elohim, and your sons and your daughters, and your male slaves and your female slaves, and the Levite within your gates, because he has no portion or inheritance with you. Take heed to yourself that you do not offer your burnt offerings in every place that you see, but in the place which Yah shall choose in one of your tribes. There you shall offer your burnt offerings, and there you shall do all that I command. Only with all the desires of your soul you shall sacrifice and shall eat meat within your gates, according to the blessings of Yah your Elohim, which he has given you. The unclean one and the clean one may eat of it, as of the gazelle and as of the hart. Only you shall not eat the blood, and you shall pour it as water on the earth. You are not able to eat a tithe of your grain within your gates, and of your new wine, and of your oil, and of your firstlings of your herd of your flock, and any of your vows which you vow, and your freewill offering, and the heave offering of your hand. But you shall eat it before Yah your Elohim in a place which Yah your Elohim shall choose. And you and your son, your daughter, and your male slave and your female slave, and the Levite who is within your gates, and you shall rejoice before Yah your Elohim in all that you put your hand to. Take heed to yourself that you do not forsake the Levite as long as you live in the land. We're up to verse 20. Then Yah your Elohim shall enlarge your border, as he has promised you, and you shall say, I will eat flesh, because your soul desires to eat flesh. You may eat flesh according to all the desire of your soul. If the place where Yah your Elohim shall choose to put his name there is too far from you, then you shall kill of your herd and of your flock, which Yah has given you, as I have commanded you, and you shall eat within your gates according to all the desire of your soul. Only the gazelle and the hart are eaten, so you shall eat of it. The unclean and the clean may eat of it alike. Only be sure not to eat the blood, for the blood is the life, and you shall not eat the life with the flesh. You shall not eat it, you shall pour it on the earth as water. You shall not eat it in order that it may dwell with you and with your sons after you when you do that what is right in the eyes of Yah. Only your holy things which you have and your vows you shall take up and shall go to the place which Yah shall choose. And you shall offer your burnt offerings, the flesh and the blood on the altar of Yah your Elohim, and the blood of your sacrifices shall be poured out by the altar of Yah your Elohim, and you shall eat the flesh. Take heed to listen to all these words which I am commanding you, in order that it may be well with you and with your sons after you forever, when you do that which is good and right in the eyes of Yah your Elohim. When Yah your Elohim shall cut off the nations before you, where you are going to possess them, and you shall possess them and shall live in their land. Take heed to yourself that you may not be snared to follow them after they have been destroyed before you, and that you not inquire after their gods, saying, how did these nations serve their Elohim? And I shall do so, even I. You shall not do so to Yah your Elohim, for everything hateful to Yah, which he detests, they have done to their gods. For they have even burned their sons and their daughters in the fire to their gods. All the things that I command you, take heed to do them, and you shall not add to it nor take away from it. That was the end of chapter 11 and chapter 12 of Deuteronomy. Everybody, you all have a blessed day today, and Yah be with you all. And shalom, shalom.